Hello, we're back playing Mount Blade Warband again with the World of Ice and Fire mod. Not a ton of craziness has happened since the last time we played. It's been mostly running back and forth, managing my fiefs, collecting money, doing some trade runs, etc. I did go ahead and get myself a set of plate armor and decided to make a quick trip back over to Qohor and get myself a second Valyrian steel sword, a great sword at that. And like we were talking about before, you know, this guy here that is the Lord of Torrhen Square was pretty much offering his daughter up on a platter for marriage, but I said, I think we can do better. And well, we are, in fact, doing better. Ah, yes. And Sir Illifer's back. I had him out, helping me gain some right to rule. And he has returned. His right to rule might be something we need to think about in the future. But we're going to White Harbor. Because we have been courting Willa Manderly, daughter of, I can't remember his name, Manderly, the ruler of White Harbor, the Lord of White Harbor. And that is a perfect match. He's got a city under his command. Lord Wyman. Lord Wyman. That's him. We visited his hall once, and he basically, same thing, was like, hey, you know, my daughter's single, haha. And so we've visited her once or twice. And I think we're going to just be like, yo, you ready to get married? Mm-hmm. Who is the miscreant? Okay, apparently I gotta challenge Major Serwyn to a trial of arms. That's no problem at all. This'll be a this'll be a good match. Now, when's the last time we saw him? Greywater Watch 3 days ago. Well, let's just to be silly, let's ask Wyman where he's at, see if he knows. Yeah, sure. I wish to ask you the location of Major Serwyn. Okay, so he's still at Greywater Watch. Or nearby it, at least. Well, we'll head down there, we'll challenge him to a duel. We'll marry this chick, get way more right to rule, and of course, make a good alliance with the Manderleys. It's good to have friends. And we've been playing a lot of the politics game. King Rob loves us. A lot of the other lords in the north like us a lot. We have built very good relations. And part of that, part of the fruits of those labors, has been that, you know, we started out just being the lord of this village here, Fever, and then, even though we only just participated in the siege, we were awarded Barrowton, which has kind of become our home base now. I've also been awarded since then the villages of Farsfog and Salt Spear. So I've got 3 villages in a city. So I'm collecting quite a bit in tax. On top of, you know, all the money I'm making from all my breweries. Alright, Medger. Relinquish your suit of Willamanderly. Let's do it. I wanted to style on him with the great sword, but I forgot I've only got like 150 skill in that. I win. I win. Yes, I am satisfied, and I am a heartless bastard. That reputation I've built over the months of being such a noble man is all a Machiavellianism. Apparently, the Lannisters and Renly have made peace. Renly Baratheon faction have made peace. We also just recently made peace with the Iron Islands after taking Blacktide from them. So now we're only at war with the Lannisters, the Westerlands. Which means an opportunity to build up. We're not constantly under threat. Because we were getting attacked a lot. I'll let the men stretch their legs a little bit, eh? Let the men stretch their legs a little bit. And I've got to build up two-handed and polearm skill, since now we're no longer wielding the bow on horseback. We're wielding the great sword and a lance. Seems just a little more fitting with our position now. Ooh, he blocked that one. Didn't block that one, though. Let's get those proficiencies up, boys. There we go. Gotta kinda catch them off guard here since they have spears. Oop. Deflected. Come on. You think you're really getting through all that armor with them dinky little spears? No siree. Ooh, 11 prisoners. Yeah, I don't really want to make a trip all the way back to Castle Black right now, but we'll hold on to them for now. We'll hold on to them for now. And a couple troops ready to upgrade. Excellent. We're building up quite the force now. Quite the force. Back to White Harbor. Thieves! Thieves! Really don't think we need to bother sending anyone but the cav for this one. Of which we have a decent amount now. Don't remember my exact total of how many cav I've got now, counting companions. Companion's a horse, which is just Cyrillifer. Beautiful, beautiful. Couple more prisoners for our next trip back to the wall. Today you awoke with a horrible toothache and can no longer hide the pain. It's every day for me, man. It's part of being old. Alright, let's go talk to Huila. Okay, I gotta beat up Helman Tallheart now, too. How many people am I gonna have to beat up? How many relationships with lords am I gonna have to ruin? Alright, where was the last time I saw him? Winterfell 18 days ago, so, we'll ask around when we get there. How about that? Lady Liessa Flint of the North has been taken prisoner by the Westerlands. Lol, Lamau even. The Vale is really trying to take Duskendale from the Lannisters. They are really mad at them for some reason. They are very upset. Ah. Don't bother asking why I keep asking you where certain people are. It's, totally not because I'm beating up all of your daughter's other suitors. Alright, so where did... And I was too busy quipping and, immediately forgot where, Tumblestone. Tumblestone. T for Tumblestone. Oh, he's way down here, huh? Well, you know what? Waits for no man. Actually, we're gonna take our trip up to Castle Black first, and then we're gonna track him down. So, it's just gonna be a lot more traveling, so we'll be back once we've tracked him down. Well, so far, no dice on tracking down Helman Tarhart, but we did, on our way back up here, just run into 102 thieves. 102 of them. So, let's have ourselves a nice little slaughter. this one's gonna get a little brutal. Absolutely brutal. Yeah, of course, 0 casualties. Well, once again, more fodder for our next trip to the wall. Once I managed to locate Helmand Tarhard again, we went down to his neck of the general area where they said he was at, and he was definitely not. Let's see if you know where. Close to Torghen Square. Wait, hold on, what? He's traveling to Torghen Square and should be close to River Run at the moment. Because of course. Well, if we go down the King's Road, maybe we'll run into him. Maybe we'll just run into him. Since he's apparently heading back up north. We gotta duel our way to a higher social strata, alright? It's Clement Piper, Jonas Bracken there. These are all dang ol' Riverlands guys. Oh shit, he probably went up the other way. Cause I'm a big dumb.
We'll have our pay, or we'll have our fun.
I did not click anywhere near those guys, and it just like sucked me into them with magnetic force. Alright, you know what? I think we can take them. I think we can take them. We're gonna do a little harassment tactics. Little bit of harassment tactics, see if we can whittle them down a bit. They do have some juicy and vulnerable looking men out here, charging way ahead of their lines. Woohoo! Get dodged, idiots. Cut the cavalry off the leash. Oh crap. Well, we got knocked out, unfortunately. But I think the battle's pretty much won anyways. Strong Boy is still up and running. Get him, Strong Boy. Oh. You're catching the stragglers. Alright, let's see what the damage was. We lost 16 men killed. It's unfortunate. But we got lots of prisoners. And luckily I've got lots of spare troops in my garrison at Barrowton. Hallelujah. So I think we're going to take time to head back, rest, and recoup our troops and everything. Oh. Well, if we can heal up a little bit real quick, we'll go ahead and duel Tallheart. How we doing on health? Horrible. Horrible. Well, we're going to just let ourselves heal up a little bit more, just in case. A feast at Moat Cailin, huh? Well, we gotta strike now while the iron's hot. The best and funniest part of this is that he's still gonna like me afterwards. That's just how good my reputation is. And I can duel people over a woman and everyone still loves me. Well then, I think we're going to make another quick run up to the wall, then go see Willa and all that, so let's cut out the travel and we'll be back when we're arriving at White Harbor again. Oh, big news while we were dropping troops off at the wall and or dropping prisoners off at the wall and collecting our payment for that. The Vale has made peace with the Lannisters. That's very interesting. It's very interesting to say the least. But now we're going to head back to White Harbor. And then once we've headed to White Harbor, I think we'll go back to Barrowton and pick up some more troops, because, well, we've got like 300-ish troops just sitting there, and we lost a few. Most of our troops that were just wounded have recovered now. Because that was quite the battle. We were outnumbered by about 60 men. 50? 50 men. I can't do math. Come on. Come on, me? Math? In my head? No, never. Absolutely not. Alright, we'll see how many more men we have to bonk on the head and hurt our relationship with to acquire this woman. Well, Balon Greyjoy has been just kicking all of his lords out, which is crazy to me. That's like the 5th lord he's indicted for treason, which is just crazy. That's just silly. Alright, we'll wait till morning. Oh, there we go. All of our money coming in. Cha-ching. We're getting a little bit of tax and efficiency loss, but that's fine. We're still making almost 10k a week, which is just Kino. Oh, if I let them rest just a little bit longer, they'll get the rested bonus. Now, one more time. Mm-hmm. Maybe if we tell her some poetry, huh? Alright, excellent. Well, at least no more duels for now. No more duels for now. We're gonna head back to Barrowton here. Grab some troops. And then, methinks. Well, actually, first, let's see if the feast at Moat Cailin is still going on. Let's take a goosey gander. Doesn't appear so. Sure doesn't appear so. In fact, there ain't anybody in here. Just one poor guard. Well then, back to Barrowton. Lots of troops upgrading on our little trip here. Getting a lot of those veteran Riverlands Rangers, which are absolutely great archers. A lot better than the Northern Archers. Though they also cost a lot more, but quality over quantity. Something like that. Something like that. Alright. Let's take out some man. Let's see here. Take about 20 of you guys. And about 20 of you guys. And let's just take all of those northern archers. That'll put us up to 210 men. Well, I do have some cav I could take, but God, that costs so much money. Ack. Oh, cav is always so nice to have, though. We do love our cav. And we'll take this one lone infantryman here. We have 215 men. Now let's maybe stock up on food just a tiny bit. Fill in all those holes with smoked fish and bread. Gonna be a little bit of an austerity diet, boys. But I'm cheaping out. And we're gonna go ahead. Oh, we actually need to rest. Alright. Well, we'll rest. We'll rest here for a little bit, and then we're going to head down south and see if we can cause some trouble. So we'll be back shortly when we're, well, ready to go cause some trouble. Oh, another interesting development while we were resting. The Riverlands and the Vale are at war. Very interesting. But, we've got ways to go, so we will be back once we have something to report. Alright, well, a little bit of time has passed. We went to try and go single-handedly pick some fights with some Lannister lords, but they had about... Each one of them had between 250 to 300 men, and they had a lot of knights, so we kind of backed off, went to get more troops and do some other things. But in the meantime, we went ahead and visited Willimanderly again, who said, go ahead and arrange it with my father. So took us quite a long time to actually track down Wyman Manderly. He was way up here at Last Hearth. But time for us to formally ask him if we can marry his daughter. Yes, customs and yada yada. Alright. He will put on a feast at White Harbor as soon as circumstances permit, and we will be getting married. Really moving up in the world. It only took 2 duels. It only took 2 duels. But good, that'll be a great alliance. And then what we need to do is we need to go pick up our ships from White Harbor. And actually, we won't be able to take our ships with this many men, so we just need to head straight south because we're supposed to be meeting the Marshal, though he is going, for some reason, by sea all the way around, rather than just coming straight down here to meet at Maidenpool to retake Harrenhal, because apparently we had taken Harrenhal at some point, the Lannisters took it back, and now we're going to go on campaign to retake it. So we'll report back once we've met up with Helman Tallheart and the other lords at Maidenpool. Well, silly as it was, it took me a while to get down to Maidenpool, and then it waited there for several days for them to arrive, since they decided to sail all the way around Westeros to get there. And then, apparently, Helman Tallheart is no longer the Marshal of the Realm. So really, I'm thinking about just trying to take Harrenhal myself. I gathered up 311 men. I even grabbed a bunch of Ironborn. Now that we're at peace with them. And they've got, what, 72 men? 72 men? Well, let's just besiege it. Oh, this would take forever, actually. I forgot that this uses the crazy siege mechanics, and, well, we've got a lot of men, but I'm worried about them coming over here with, like, 4 or 5 big armies of 200 and something men apiece, and us getting absolutely chewed up. We gotta look out for numero uno first. Plus, it would be very hard for me to defend Harrenhal, considering, you know, all my holdings are up here. Yeah, these 3 villages in this town. Trying to come all the way down to here to defend things would be, not so great. Not so great. Oh, Sir Davin Lannister is over here with 197 men. Oh, he goes and hides in River Run. Coward! Cowardly! Oh well. I guess we will just head back to Barrowton and I guess, triumph? And see what other kind of shenanigans we can get up to, whether the marriage pops up first, or whether we get another opportunity to get up to some shenanigans. We shall see. Oh, another interesting development in the meantime. The Reach and the Iron Islands are now at war, which is, well, kind of silly, and Ironborn got to sail pretty far south to get to them, but hey. Good for them, I guess. But in the meantime, we've dropped a lot of troops off at Barrowton, and now we're just kind of waiting for another opportunity, either to, well, finish this, trying to get a wife arc, or another excellent opportunity for a military, to piggyback off of a military campaign, because, well, I think trying to one-man it against all the Lannisters is not going to go well for us. So we'll be back as soon as there's more to report on that. Oh, well, upon arriving to White Harbor to visit our future wife, we got attacked by bandits. I don't know who they thought they were attacking with these dinky weapons. But quite silly of them. Quite silly of them indeed. We gotta visit Our Lady again. Alright. She's getting impatient. How wonderful it is. Oh, excuse me. Whoa. Voice completely went out for a second. Probably from doing baby voices at the boy all day. But anyways, how wonderful it is. In a short while we shall be married. However, I should point out that yada yada yada. Well, I visited you. Are you happy? There, is that enough for you, woman? Alright, we'll sort out the inventory mess momentarily. I hate having a messy inventory, and this game loves, you know, making that difficult for me. Pulse pounding, inventory management gameplay. Mount Blade Warband. Single rider, poor and unarmed, approaches your party. Intercepted by your men, he presents himself as a troubadour from Broken Arm and requests your permission to compose an ode about your magnificence and generosity. I give him 100 stags, I guess. Whatever. Probably getting scammed, but I'm rich enough I can afford it. I can afford it. They'll probably be having an election soon for Marshall. And I think I've got a pretty good chance of winning it at this point. I mean, we've got like 1,400 renown. 1,320 renown. And we're one of the more powerful lords in the north. Just makes sense, right? And most of the other lords like us a lot. So we will see. We will see. I'd like to get up to at least a little more trouble before we call it a day on this one. So we will try and at least pick a decent fight. And then we'll see where we're at. Alright? Be right back. Well, attacked by bandits again. Attacked by banditos yet again. This time we were invited to a tournament at Maidenpool. And then what happens? Bandits. Probably doesn't help that I keep arriving at places at night. But alas, well, I mean, it's more two-hander experience. I can't complain too much. Ow! That wasn't very nice of you, sir. Wasn't very nice of you at all. Alright. Tourney time. Tourney time. 2 teams, 6 fighters each. Oh, we're a horse. Excellent. Well, apparently my team did rather poorly on the ground. That's why we've got a lance. That's why we've got a lance, baby. Alright. As soon as we can couch that bad boy again. There we go. I wanted to get the guy in full plate off the table. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, 4 teams, 3 fighters each. This is going to be a mess. And I'm the only one afoot. Lovely. Lovely. Well, at least a lot of them have managed to knock each other out by the time I get there. And we just couldn't keep up with that guy's speed because of our lower two-handed skill. 2 teams, 5 fighters each. We once again are afoot. Excellent. Excellent. 4 teams, 1 fighter each. Alright, it's a free-for-all. And they all came out on the other side, so I just gotta pick off whoever wins here. Oof. Hopefully we still advance. Nope. Rip. Well, you gotta stay humble. You gotta stay humble, right? Gotta learn to stay humble. Is the lord of the place even here? Okay, well, I'm sure I'll run into him never to get the relation reward for showing up to the tournament he invited me to and then he didn't show up to. How silly. How wacky. Well, not quite as much battle as I expected this time, but we made a lot of progress on the political front here. We've been doing a good job beginning to gather some right to rule and building our alliances, especially considering we're about to make a massive one as soon as we get married. But for now, I think that's where we're going to hang it up for today. So thanks everybody for coming out. Be sure to leave a like, maybe even a comment, and maybe even subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.